Hey guys, today is September 1st, 2018, and today I'm gonna have a little bit, I guess, a different kind of video. Um, I I kind of was wrestling on whether or not to do this at all, um, because definitely the tragedy that occurred has nothing to do with me or targeting. Not that I know of. My best friend, or he was my first best friend in the world. Uh, I just got a call yesterday from another friend, that my first best friend that I ever had in the world, passed away at the age of 35. Um, and it's actually, I had to make this video because last week when I was making one of my videos, I was telling y'all about some directed dreaming that this friend Todd was in, and it was I this is what I'm gandering, is that it was after he passed away, before I had learned about it. And so that to me tells me that my attackers knew about him passing away before I did, somehow. Like somehow they were either loosely monitoring, him because he was an old friend. I, thought about him many times before, his first and last name. Um, either that, or he was a targeted individual himself. I'm not sure about that, because the last time that I saw him and hung out with him was like 20 years ago. So I'm 37. So it was around, like, right when I was getting out of high school. Maybe it was like, 19 years ago or something like that. We were best friends like when we were really little. And then in high school we saw each other occasionally. Just a really funny guy. But I don't want to make this video about that. I just wanted to note it. I wanted to note it because it can tell us a little bit about what these evil people do. How they gather information kind of on everyone in our lives, or maybe messing with the lives of other people that are our friends that we don't know that they're messing with their lives. This is a tough one, and I'm not doing a good job on it. I didn't think I would do a good job on it because I don't know how to feel about this. He was a young man. He was 35 years old. But what I did want to do. So I'm still like digesting it. I don't know how to feel. I'm definitely gonna get in touch with his family, go to the funeral, if they haven't already had it. But he passed away. It's Saturday today, and it was probably before Saturday of last week. So it was like really last week, probably at the end of the week. And I had that directed dream at the end of the week, and very blatantly, I had a dream about him, and it was not like some kind of premonition or anything like that. It was a directed dreaming episode. But what I wanted to do, we were really good friends, really good friends, real tight. We used to watch G.I. Joe together. When Conan the Barbarian came out, we watched that. I think we watched it a little bit later on than when it came out, and he was a really funny guy. I remember the time, there was this time where we collected comic books together, and I was always like, you got to treat them exactly right. You got to put them in the plastic, and he just loved reading them. He didn't care about, like, he would always crinkle the pages and just do what, throw them around. He's a smart guy, just a good guy, very funny. But what I didn't know is that, hold on a second, guys. It's with all this stuff that's going on, like being pulsed in the head with microwaves, and I'm not doing this right. Like, but my other friend had said a couple of years back, I think it was like 3 years into when I knew I was targeted, or maybe 4 years into when I knew I was targeted, he said, we need to get together with Todd because he's having a really hard time, with drugs and stuff like that. And I never thought that it was this serious, where I never knew it was as serious as like this, where he could have died from it. And so I feel like I kind of failed him, being wrapped up in all my stuff. So I didn't really want to make this video about the targeting so much. I just wanted to make that little note on it that, somehow, and other target individuals will understand this, like, these people attacking us do kind of know what's going on with people, that we were friends with and people, close to us. But I haven't seen them in 20 years. I didn't know, like, we always used to joke about it. I'm just doing a terrible job on this video. Like, I'm really fucked up inside, just from being, all this stuff, and then somebody who I was like thinking, okay, well, we've had some hard times in our life or whatever, but we're gonna get together one day with our kids and our families and laugh about our childhood and stuff like that. But so it's like really, really difficult. But one thing we always talked about, he was so funny. Like, he was just a hilarious person. A lot of the things that I don't do a lot of funny stuff on these videos, but outside of it, I'm kind of a funny guy, and I got a lot of stuff from him. We kind of were cut ups as a kid. He was a bigger cut up than me. I used to tutor him in spelling, and he didn't really care about school as much as I did. Like I'm saying, a smart guy. He was a smart guy, and everybody thought he was immature. But I looked up stuff about him on Google, and I wanted to do this because he won a competition. He won Baton Rouge Last Comic Standing at the Funny Bone. This was like before 2010, and I didn't know about this. Like, we lost touch 20 years ago. When I came back from Texas, I never reconnected. I've reconnected with some of my older friends, but not Todd, which is just horrible. Like, horrible. We should have hung out a lot more. But I guess that's the kind of stuff you feel when somebody passes away and you didn't get enough time with them. But I wanted to show this was his stand-up routine at the Funny Bone, and he's a hilarious guy, and he really matured. He really matured, and he did what he wanted. I don't know what he was going through, the demons that he was fighting, but it's really hard to take for me, and I don't even. It's like, I'm so cauterized by a lot of the stuff that's going on in my own life. I'm still unraveling what to feel about this. He's very young, just had his whole life in front of him, but and I'm not exactly sure what happened. Like, I'm not sure the whole scenario. But what I wanted to do is just show his. It's about 10 minutes in his stand-up. It is kind of raunchy, so if you have kids and you're watching this, please don't let your kids watch it. But it's hilarious, and I wanted to give him an audience, because I get a couple hundred views on my channel, and so I just wanted to. Really funny guy. So I'm just gonna play this, and it's hilarious. Gassie!
Why did I get Will Smith? So, what's going on, everybody? Having fun tonight? Y'all excited? I am fucking excited. There's a lot of beautiful people here. Unfortunately, all these fucking guys up front don't realize that these seats are reserved for hot women. So if you could trade out right now, that'd be fine. I'm happy all this. Look at the crowd. Beautiful women everywhere. There's a beautiful woman right here. Beautiful woman right here. Beautiful woman, beautiful woman. Oh, I'm in heaven. And I'm glad all you beautiful women are here tonight, because I got to talk to you. I've got a problem with the tramp stamp fad. If you don't know what a tramp stamp is, it's a tattoo on the lower back right here. And my problem with it, ladies, is that it's not sexy, first off, if you thought it was. And second off, it's always the same unoriginal crap. It's like some tribal shit, you know, something in Chinese that you and the guy that tattooed you don't even know what it means. Or like a huge butterfly, which is quite common. And my problem with that is that I don't want to ejaculate on a butterfly. It's just inhumane at best. I did it once and it's horrible. Like the wings get together and they can't fly. Eventually they die. You're like, I don't want to ejaculate on a dolphin either. Unless it's like a real dolphin. Just to say I did it one time, you know, like cool ejaculating on a dolphin this one time. Somebody's mahi-mahi that I didn't really like. You know, and ladies, if you don't have a tramp stamp yet, the best advice that I can give you is don't go and get one. But if you're dead set on getting a tramp stamp, I have some advice for you. Like, you could get tally marks of how many guys you've had sex with. It might change the fella's mind at some point. You could get a newborn baby dreaming about going to LSU, because that man is never gonna fuck you after that. Or you could go with like a life-size portrait of your face with your mouth wide open. Because you will never have to take a load in the mouth again if you have that. You are set. I also have this problem with piercings, the crazy piercings, you know? Like, I understand the tongue ring. You got a tongue ring, it helps the blowjobs. That's, you know, that's cool. I appreciate it. But I mean, like an eyebrow ring? If you go and get an eyebrow ring with full intentions of taking a dick and just... Are you getting anywhere with this? Is this doing anything for you at all? This really does nothing for me, if you haven't realized. You are pretty inconsiderate. Can I just use my mouth? I have a tongue ring. Another thing is like the labia ring. Every chick I've ever seen with a labia ring already has these huge, like, bat wing lips. And he's like, you don't need to highlight this. This is not a bonus for you. This was bad in the first place, and now you're just highlighting it, and you don't want to weight those things down either. They're already big enough. The only real thing I can see that you do with this is maybe tie them around behind you together to make easier access to get those big fuckers out of the way. Really? The clit ring? Women in clit rings, that is like a star on a mall map to me. I know where that shit's at. I've been to the mall since I was like 13. I know where JCPenney's at. I will get there. And I will shop. And fellas, I got you on the piercings too. Is like the guys' piercings, they got the, what is it, the Prince Albert? It's a rod straight through your dick. Props on that, buddy. That's not me. I'm not fucking shoving a rod through my dick. You couldn't pay me. Well, I'm going to pay somebody else to do that for me. And then they have the ladder, which is several of these in a row. So it looks like a ladder, I guess. But I mean, you must be hanging out with a lot of midgets, or you think you have a huge dick if you get the ladder. Because I'm not going to my neighbor's house after the hurricane to borrow his dick. because I need to re-shingle my roof. I'm not going to my neighbor's house to borrow his dick to change the net on my basketball goal. That's not gonna fucking happen. So there's some single people in here tonight. Anybody single? It's mainly for the fellas, but ladies, it might happen to you too. You know when you're single and you're down and out, you're having hard times, and you always end up screwing with that person that you really never wanted to screw with. Kind of upsets you that you did, looking back on it. But these ladies, you're down and out, and they're always hiding behind the bushes, ready to pounce on you when they see that you're at your lowest point, and they're waiting. And it's horrible. It was one of the worst pieces of ass I ever frequented. This one girl, she needed a chastity belt with like an ADT alarm system on it. And possibly one of those buttons that she could push and say, "I'm falling on another dick and I can't get up." She could have used a lot more attachments for that chastity belt too, like I don't know, a fire hose fully charged with Summer's Eve, ready to go. A telephone so I could call a suicide hotline. A trap door in the back because you'd much rather fuck this girl in the ass than go anywhere near that cavernous, moldy pit that she called a vagina, unless you're a veteran spelunker or you were in the market for some of the best blue cheese that money can buy. And this was years ago, so... Alright, I'm going to skip that. They're giving me the light. How's y'all's Easter? Easter went well? Easter always reminds me of this other girlfriend that I had. And because her birthday was on Easter. And so Easter came around and I went the day before Easter because I knew everything would be closed and I'm a bad boyfriend, so I don't plan ahead. So I went to Hearts. Because this girl had two loves in life. She absolutely loved Star Wars, and she absolutely loved it in her ass. So I went to Hearts, and I just so happened to find this butt plug that looked just like Yoda. And his eyes would light up, and his ears would twitch, and when you squeezed him, he'd say different phrases like, "Dark in here it is," and "Chili last night you had." I'm Todd Gassie. Thank y'all for coming out.
So that was really good. He was really good at that. Like, I mean, he could have been a professional comic. I didn't know about that part of his life, like, because I haven't seen him for 20 years. So I didn't know. So I didn't know about this, but that's for you, Todd. I want to let people see how funny you were. And he was funny, like, just in regular life too. So the world lost a really bright light. But yeah, that's I'm gonna make this short. I'm just still like I'm torn up about it. I'm gonna see when the funeral is and everything like that. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all how funny my friend was. And I mean, he did a great set and he really organized it. And I think a lot of people didn't think he could, pull things together, and he did. He did what he wanted to do. I didn't know this was something he wanted to do, like, professionally. But it's really, he was a really good guy. His family's really awesome. Yeah, so I just wanted to show y'all that. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next one. He's just way too young, way too young to go. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next one. I just wanted to show you all my friend. And please, I'm going to be sending my love and my prayers to his family. Y'all please do the same. All right, and I'll see you on the next one.